Oh hi, welcome back to my kitchen. The last thing I cooked on here was a vegan gluten-free lasagna, sort of in like the traditional lasagna style, like a marinara and some mushrooms instead of meat. You know, if you watched it, thanks so much. Since I did that video, I ended up with all of these gluten-free lasagna noodles, so I thought I'm gonna make another lasagna for you guys. Again, it's gonna be gluten-free and vegan. Which one of us in America doesn't have a fond memory of a Stouffer's lasagna? You know, like the really big ones that have to go in your oven for like 6 hours and they're about 1,000 calories a piece. I'm gonna try to veganize and make it way more healthy. I think they call it the creamy vegetable lasagna. So I'm gonna be making a vegan and gluten-free, almost an Alfredo type or bechamel sauce. And the tofu ricotta, I'm not gonna film that because if you watched my last one, you know how to do it. You don't need to see it again. And then we're gonna be throwing in all kinds of veggies. I clearly remember there being carrots and broccoli. So I got carrots, broccoli, zucchini, and I'm sauteing up some fresh spinach right now. I'll just show you some of the ingredients we are gonna be working with, and let's make lasagna again. Because that was really fun, and that lasagna was so good. I have high hopes for this one, but it is a little different. So I'm also crossing my fingers that it worked. Okay, here we go, guys. This was like 4 cups of spinach, but you know, this is what happens. Gonna be making our bechamel in here. Got some zucchini and broccoli florets chopped so tiny. Carrot shreds, here's the tofu ricotta, and that's what's pretty much gonna be in this. A typical bechamel sauce is usually milk and flour, and you just, you know, whisk it. That's actually, no, that's a roux, I'm sorry. And then you can add in, you know, your flavors like your garlic. That's how it's done if we're making this gross. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is use soy milk and a little bit of butter. I forgot butter. That was the other. I'm like, there's 3. I couldn't think of the third one. This is Earth Balance. It's vegan butter. And some of this soy, unsweetened is important, instead of milk. Sometimes I don't like the way cornstarch, like the texture that it gives. So I'm gonna use some cornstarch to thicken it, but I'm also going to use potato flakes. So smart, yes. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add in I'll show you, not chicken broth cubes. These are like a total staple for me in my cooking. They probably shouldn't be, but you know what, they're vegan, gluten-free, and they taste really good. I am very much just winging this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have really good luck in the kitchen with cooking, not baking. So I have all the confidence in the world this is gonna come out really good. No measuring, just do what looks right. First I wanna melt a little of the Earth Balance. I'm gonna put in about 2 tablespoons worth. Into that, I'm going to go ahead and just add this little cube. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna do 3 cups of this and see how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna do actually 5 cups total. Now remember, these gluten-free noodles, they need extra sauce, so we want extra sauce here. So I'm gonna make a lot of sauce. Whisk it, we're gonna whisk it good. I'm gonna start adding in the thickeners now. So with cornstarch is weird. You want to actually heat a little bit of this separately, and then, how do I explain this right? So I'm gonna heat a little bit of soy milk with the cornstarch and make it like a little paste, and then add it in there. Because if you just throw this in there, it's gonna turn to like big old disgusting clumps. Taking some of that out, and then I'm not very comfortable working with this. but I really want to try to do gluten-free for you guys. So you just got a little thing of it going here. I'm gonna add more. This isn't working. I'm just being afraid of it. I'll just do a little more. See how this goes. Okay, I've got quite a bit mixed up into this now, so I'm gonna add this to the pot now. So the cornstarch is thickening it like a little bit. I'm gonna see if it's gonna go any more. In the meantime, I'm gonna use this cute little shredder and shred some garlic into it. A little bit of salt. No! I just dropped the whole whisk in there. This is whiskey business. I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to thicken it with some potato flakes now. The taste is so good, but it needs to get thicker, so here we go. And this is Bob's Red Mill brand. They taste like nothing. This is a really good kind to use for thickening. I'm not measuring at all. I'm just gonna like do it till I think it's right. I ended up adding one more of those chicken broth cubes just because they had such good flavor, and this was a lot of soy milk. It was like a little more than 5 cups. And I brought it to a boil, stirred it real good with the potato things in there, and now I'm gonna let it cool, and I think it's gonna thicken a little more. We still don't want it really thick, like we still want this semi-watery, same consistency as like a marinara. So this is at a really good consistency now. So we're gonna start putting this thing together. This smells so good. That sauce was so hot. I feel like it's already almost kind of cooking it. I probably could have honestly used a little more sauce, but I think this will be fine. And then if you remember correctly, the creamy vegetable stove-roast lasagna was covered in a breadcrumb on top. I used a cornflake crumble. Normally I would use panko, but I'm pretty sure that has gluten in it. Now this is gonna go in the oven for, I think, 45 minutes. Ow, I burned myself.
I'm gonna get it for you.
Ooh, look at that, look at that. It's so good. Listen to that sizzle. I really want to dig into this, but unfortunately, this has to sit for like a half hour before we can dig in. And we have an obligation to get to. Did I say obligation? Babe, do we have a obligation? A obligation?
What?
Look at that. Oh, so good. And that much is already gone. There's a dog on my counter. What? How'd you get up there? It's the next day. Last night, my husband and I went to a little get together with some friends, and we got home at like 2 or 3 in the morning and just tore up that lasagna. I didn't even get a chance to get like a thumbnail of it. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. But it came out so good. Definitely like had a, you know, that vibe of the Stouffer's creamy vegetable lasagna, but fresher and just better. And the only thing I would have done different is I would have made more sauce. I thought I had made enough, but those noodles, they really absorb everything, like every little bit of liquid. So you kind of want it drowning in sauce. I in total used 5 cups of soy milk, but if I made this, I definitely will make this again. It was actually pretty easy, and my brain's not working today very good. Hold on, what was I saying? Yeah, so I did 5 cups. I would maybe even do 7 cups. So the top noodle is like a little crunchy. I'll still eat it, but the rest of the lasagna is amazing. What do you think about that? Yeah? All right, well, thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you thought of this recipe.